Hey, so Halloween's fast approaching again, and Terminator Zero has been out on Netflix for a while now. And to be honest, I feel like it's kinda underappreciated. So to show my appreciation against my better and this time medicated judgment, I am making another cosplay video. Oh, what's that? How much time did I give myself this year? Well, at the time of recording this, about 3-ish days. Yeah, I don't learn, I just get dumber as time goes on. Why the fuck do I do this to myself? I decided to cosplay as the main Terminator from the show. Shocking, I know, but that's really the only one that I can pull off. Plus, this guy ends up as one of the most unique looking Terminators that we've seen. Of course, I need materials. You know what that means. Yep, here we go again. Alright, so the eye template's done, and it only took a few tries. Now I just need to apply it to this. I spent like 3 hours in Value Village just debating with myself on what shirt I should buy. Then I went to Michael's for the chain, foam, and stickers. Then I went to Party City, which was just a waste of time because I found nothing useful there. Again, this probably wasn't the best idea because I may or may not have actually had some work due around this time that, I probably maybe should have prioritized over this. Whoops. I actually had to cannibalize some parts from an old cosplay, specifically these circles. Pretty sure these are the same pants that I used last year, but hey, that would only make it, what, the second time I've cosplayed a mechanical mass murderer, so oh well. Literally the night of Halloween and I'm still putting finishing touches on this thing. Let's fucking go! I was having trouble getting the crossbow and eyepiece to stick, but my dad gave me some alien tape that worked surprisingly well. With that problem solved, the rest was simple. When it comes to handing out candy, I developed this habit of standing still to trick people. Obviously, it doesn't always work, but it's still fun. Another Halloween, another night of questioning my life choices. Looking back on it now, one thing I should have put on this was some gore around the eye and crossbow. Even something as simple as red paint or Play-Doh would have really improved this. Now for context on why I put myself through this, well, I am a former Pacific Rim fan and a former Star Wars fan. That alone should clue you in on my sanity, or lack of it. Then enters Terminator 0, which released on the original Judgment Day. That alone was a good sign, and I was thankfully not disappointed. Because of this show, I am a rekindled Terminator fan. However, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. I mean, the news sites are just a given, the reviewers and theorists have made a fair amount of content on it, but I've only seen like 3 of the big reaction channels cover this. And by that I mean the ones that end up in those edits done by J2O or remixed by Raven. Worst of all is that since August 29 to now, I have only found like 2 fanfictions for this show. I can make a whole video on how integral fanfiction has become to my being, in fact maybe I will, but the 3 reasons for this kind of situation are 1. It's something to hold me over until next season, 2. It's my backup in case it gets cancelled, or 3. The series does continue but for whatever reason, I just don't like what happens next. So I thought, you know what, screw it. If no one else will promote this, then I will.
Sure, I could have opted out of this, and by doing it again, I now have to keep doing this, not just for channel consistency or whatever you want to call it, but also because I have to scratch this stupid mental itch to keep up a streak. And, well, I don't want to sit by and not do my part when finally, after years, one of my favorite franchises gets a W. Not again. So yeah, check out Terminator 0 on Netflix. If you don't like it, okay, to each his own. But please, at least give it a chance. Thank you all so much for watching, Happy Halloween, and Merry Christmas!